Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, folks, we are now live. We're looking at the 2010 paper, which is the QCA paper, test A, calculator not allowed, with my troop of students. Okay, here we go. I'll get the big one. Just that one. This one? Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you, lovely. Spread that this way. Yeah. Okay, right, let's get cracking without any further delay. Right, okay, question number one. We'll leave it like this in this two-page view. Looks nice this way. Okay, question number one. Write these prices in order starting with the smallest. Now keep it quiet, please. I'm going to start putting some answers in. It's okay. Right, let's get a red pen. Okay, let's get okay, because we already got some students already yawning. Oh, it must have worked so hard all day in school. Okay, Mr. Qasim, can you give us the answer for this one starting? Which is the smallest one? Let's look at these numbers here. 72p, £2.70, 27p, £7.20, and £2.70. Can you just quickly help me number them? Which one's first, second, third?
27.
Okay, remember what happened last time, Kamal, yeah? You need to stop shouting out every 5 seconds, yeah? So, Mr. Qasim, which one's the first?
27p.
27p is first. Okay, I think that pencil is a bit too thick. Next, after
72p.
And then?
£2.7.
And then?
£2.70.
And then?
£7.20.
Lovely. Now we put them in order into here. So we have 0.27. Can you make sure you fit your symbols inside the box? It's a bit difficult for me. Can you fit yours inside here? So that one's done. Number 2 is? Put it as original value. Number 3. Number 4. And the last one is?
Number 5, £7.20.
Please make sure your numbers are inside the box. Now to get 1 mark for that question, you need to get all of them right in the right place. Put your hand up, just indicate about putting your hand up, don't speak out. Put your hand up to indicate that you got that question right. Okay, right. Question number 2. Amy chooses 2 of these cards. Okay. She adds the numbers on her 2 cards together. She rounds the result to the nearest 10. Her answer is 60. Now, let's just have a quick look at that. To get an answer to the nearest 10 as 60, the number has got to be between 55 and
60.
Well, 64 really. Because there's 60 in the middle. If a number is 55 or more, get rounded to 60. Oh, I don't want to do that. Sorry about that, folks. If it's that way, you'll get a right. Oh, excuse me, please, folks. I wasn't intentionally trying to do that. So any number between 55 and 64 will give us the correct answer. So what numbers? Okay, I think I've moved everything. What number? What could it be? Let's have Mr. Kamal this time. Yes. What 2 numbers will give us an answer between 55 and 64? Because them are the numbers that round up to 60. Okay, let's have Mr. Rayan.
Could you have 43?
And what else?
23.
Well, 43 and 20. Let's try that. 43 and 23 will give you
66.
Which will round up to 70 and not 60. Go on, Mr. Qasim.
23 and 33.
Excellent, well done. So the answer here is 23 and 33. Lovely answer. Okay, question number 3. This table shows 6 different types of cat and where they are found in the world. So you got the places where they found in the world at the top and the type of cat on the left hand side. It's for a 2-way table. It says use this table to answer these questions. Which type of cat is found only in Africa? Only in Africa. So, okay, now, go Mr. Carson, which one is going to be?
Cheetah.
Okay, why have you chosen cheetah?
Because it's not in Asia, Europe.
That's right. This one, a cheetah is only found in Africa and it's not in Asia, so you got 2 crosses here. So that is the right answer there. So the answer here is going to be Asia. Cheetah. Which type of cat? Okay, which types of cat are found in all 3 parts of the world? So we're looking now for 3 ticks. Go, Mr. Rian. It is a
Leopard.
well done, excellent. Any other answers? Go on.
Wildcat.
Or it can also be a. So it goes which types of cat are found. So here we're actually going to have 2 answers. So it's leopard and wildcat. And to get the answer right, you got to get both of them right. Okay, lovely. Question number 4. Liam, Sarah and Amy buy lunch at a salad bar. Liam has £2.50 to spend. He buys a tuna salad and an apple. How much money has he got left? So let's have a look. Tuna salad, apple. Where's tuna salad? Tuna salad is here. And an apple. Was it apple pie?
Yeah. Apple pie.
Oh. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Okay. So what do we have there? We have £1.60.
Add 50p.
Add 50p gives you what?
£2.10.
£2.10.
You'll have
And he started off with £2.
50.
So £2.50 minus £2.10 will give us
40p.
Well done, folks. Well done. That's a straightforward calculation. Sarah buys a cheese salad and a yogurt. Okay, let's get. Okay, do we have a rubber?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Let's go with that for the moment. Don't need that anymore. Let's grab our pen. Let's grab a different color. So it goes, Sarah buys a cheese salad now. So cheese salad is here in the salad section. And she buys a yogurt over here. Goes there, Amy buys an egg salad.
Egg salad.
Egg salad. How much does Sarah pay? How much more does Sarah pay than Amy? So we got to work out the cost of Sarah's 2 items. And we know the cost of egg salad anyway. So that's going to be Amy's purchase. Okay, and these 2 here will make whose person's purchase? Sarah. So we got £1.20. We add 35p. What's that give us?
£1.55.
£1.55. And how much is an egg salad?
90p.
So £1.55 minus the 90p will give us an answer of
45p. 65p.
Yeah, because don't forget 55p plus another 10p. Yeah. So 65 is the answer here. So we can write the answer here as 65p or 0.65, whichever one you like to write down. I'm going to write down here 65 pence. And that's the end of that particular question. So let's move on to the next page. Recording now. Okay, write these times in order starting with the short. Okay, now Mr. Kamal, you can let it rip now. Mr. Kamal, you got. Let's go. The shortest one is which one?
48 hours.
Okay. 48 hours.
And then 24 days.
And then it is
24 days.
24 days.
And then 1 month.
And then it's 1 month.
Then it's 10 weeks.
Then it's 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, gives that 1 mark if all of them are correct.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, next, lovely. Let's have Mr. Ilyas.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Ilyas, you can do the number 6 for me, please.
24.
I'm going to tell. So we got here 6 times by 3. What are we doing here?
8.
8 is. So 3 times by 8 is?
24.
24. And then?
8 times 4 is 32.
8 times by 4 is 32. Lovely. Because you're working backwards now. 8 times by 4 is 32. Then 4 times by 10 is?
40.
40. Excellent. Lovely, jubbly. Okay, done? Next. Okay, is that number 7 now? So calculate 336 minus 192. For 336 minus 192. Okay, Mr. Rian, give me some technique for this. I don't want to answer. Tell me how you did this question. What was your style? What did you do? We started first of all from the
6.
That gives us
4.
and then 3 take away 9 you can't do it, so you borrow from that.
So then
13 take away 9 is
4.
again, yeah, and then
1.
lovely. So the answer is
144.
144.
Yes. I think I've got all of them.
Okay, lovely. Question number 8. Each of these 4 squares has been cut into 2 new shapes. Write the letters of all the new shapes that are hexagons. First of all, let's have Nayab. Can you define for us what is a hexagon? They've mentioned the word hexagon. Can you tell us what a hexagon is? How many sides does it have? 6 sides. Now, does it have to be all the same length or can it be any length?
Any length.
That's called a normal, that's called a irregular hexagon. If all the lengths are the same, it's called a regular hexagon. MashaAllah. Good, excellent. Write the letters of all the new shapes that are hexagons. So, Mr. Kamal, Mr. Qasim, give me some of the letters, please.
B and F.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B and F. Okay, write the letters of all the new shapes that are pentagons. The pentagons have how many sides?
4. 5.
4?
5.
5 sides. Hexagon has 6 sides. Which kind of school are you studying at? You think a pentagon has 4 sides? Okay, write the letters of all the new shapes that are pentagons. Let's have Mr. Qasim, come on.
C, D, and G.
C, D, and G. That's right.
Iron.
C, D, and G. If you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's right.
C, D, and G. And that's the end of that page. Let's move on. Question number 9. A book has 5 stories in it. This is the contents page. The waterfish finishes on page 68. Which is the longest story? So that's the end of the book, 68. So you have to work out. Okay. You have to work out the amount of pages for each one. So what you should do is work out how many pages between each one here. By the large number, take away the small number. And has anybody got an idea what the answer is? Which is the longest story? Go on, Mr. Rian.
Jack.
Okay, how many pages was Jack?
28.
Okay, Jack, 41, take away 25 is 28. Okay, that should give you 16 pages, doesn't it? 25 to 41, yeah? Secret Palace starts on 25, yeah? And then it finishes on 40, sorry. So you got how many pages? 15 pages. So then it starts on page 41 and it finishes on page 58. So what do you say the answer was?
Jack.
Yeah. Okay, so 41 to 58 is 18 pages. 18 pages. 25 to page 40, that'll give you 15 pages. Yeah, 17 to page 24, add 3, that's 7 pages. Add 3, add 4, because remember the next Secret Palace starts on page 25, and that's page 5 to 17, basically 5 to 16. Okay, that'll give you how many pages? 16 to 5 is 11 pages. Okay? Okay, so that's right. Definitely Jack is the answer. Number 10. Okay, number 10. Here is a Carroll diagram. We call it two-way diagram as well. For sorting numbers, put them in the right place. So it's got to be odd and 3 digits. What goes here? 2, 4, 7. 24, 7. 25 and 49. So we have here 990. 7,002 goes here. Are you happy with those numbers? To get 2 marks, everything needs to be in the right place. If one number is out of place, only one number, then you get 1. If more than one mistake, you get nothing. Next question. 634 times by 6. Just pop the 6 underneath. Work it out like a normal multiplication question with your borrowing and stuff. And that should give you an answer of... What's the answer for that one? 3804. Check your answer. If that's right, it's lovely. Move on. Okay, number 12. Liam spends £14 altogether on the big wheel. On this one. And the roller coaster. He goes on the big wheel twice. How many times does he go on the roller coaster? So how much does it cost for the big wheel? And how many times does he go on there?
2.
And £2.50 times by 2 is?
£5.
And how much do you start with?
£14.
And then minus the £5 that gives you?
£9.
So you had £9 left. £9 to go to the roller coaster. So you got £9 is worth how much? 900 pence. £1.50 is worth how much? 100 and just to make the numbers nice and chunky so we can easily work it out. For that reason only. If you want to leave as something else, you can. So we divide this by 10, divide this by 10. So 990 and 15. So you can divide this by, oops, okay. Divide this by 15 and divide that by 15. That gives you 1. How many 15s go into 90? And the answer is 15, 30, come on. 2 goes into 30, so 6 altogether. Come on, folks.
Yay.
So the answer here is
6.
Liam has 2 different sizes of rectangles, 45 and 20. He makes this pattern with them. Calculate the length of A and B. Okay, let's have a look. Now, what is the length of 2 of these grey blocks here? What's the length? 20 and 20. What's 20 and 20? 40. So the first part 40. Let's look at the second part. What's the length of this big dark grey block? 45. So what's the difference then between the 45 and that is?
5.
Lovely. A is equal to 5. Because it's 45 taken by 40. Now what about B? Now because the big block is 40, is it 45, yeah? And the small blocks give you altogether how much? 60. So the difference now is
15.
nice and straightforward. Job done. 5 and 15. Beautiful. Next page. Yeah. So, okay, we're back like that. Here are 5 number cards. Okay, use 3 of the number cards to make this calculation correct. So we have a number here, and we multiply it by something, will give us
10.
So let's think about what numbers multiply to give us 10. Give me some numbers that multiply to give you 10, Qasim.
5.
Time by
2.
So let's put the 2. We got the 2 there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Put the 2 over here. So we're going to make 5 here.
Oh,
Mr. Qasim, make 5 for me here.
3.5.
3.5, lovely. 3.5, I like that. Add.
1.
Don't wait. What we say? Don't say 2.5. Add 1.
1.5.
Beautiful, lovely. 1.5. You can put those. Now you have to put those into a different order if you like. These 2. Swap them around. That's not a problem. Okay. Question number 15. Without any further delay. Okay. An ice cake costs 10p. So let's move this page down a bit. Whoa. Excuse me, please. Sorry about that, folks. I think I've got a bit. It's kind of a bit doolally there. Okay, alright, let's. Okay, folks, let's calm me down, calm me down. It's not going too crazy now. Oh. Beautiful. Okay, Mr. Kamal, all done? Lovely. Okay, an ice cake costs 10p more than a plain one. So I bought 2 of each. So she bought 2 plain and she bought 2 iced ones. And altogether, how much it cost her?
10.
How much it cost her? £1. £1 was how much pence?
100.
I'm not going to put the p in there because you might confuse the p with the p over there, okay? These are units out. Okay. What is the cost of an iced cake? Now, we know that the iced one costs 10p more than a plain one. So what did we call the plain one? We called the plain one p, didn't we? So the iced one costs 10p more. So here we go. The plain one is called p, and the iced one is 10p more. How do you say 10p more than p? What do you say? P plus
10.
So I really means p percent, isn't it? Huh? So maybe see the I, put a p plus c in there. So watch this now. 2p plus 2 lots of p plus 10. That's what the I is worth.
Plus 10.
Now we need to multiply it out. These lot. What's 2 times by p? 2p. 2p. P is the cost of the normal plain cake. Okay, p doesn't stand for paratha, okay? Okay, no matter how tasty it might be. 2 times by plus 10 is? 2 times by plus 10 is?
20.
Wow, you guys take time, man. 2 times by plus 10, you take that much time to answer. Wow. Remember, you're not coming here to watch movies and stuff. This is like a live lesson, yeah? So, it's not just sitting and watching. Okay, put your shoes on, you bend over, huh? Okay, 2p at 2p is?
4p.
Beautiful, that's better. Okay, copy this 29. Now we have to solve this linear equation. Now, Anybody got any ideas how we're going to solve that? So we're going to work out the value of P, for example, in this equation. So we have, it's been multiplied by 4 first of all. It's called the first action. Then it's been added by 20 the second action. Which action do we always move first? The second one, the last action. Opposite add 20 is?
Take away 20.
So 100 take away 20 is?
80.
So copy down the 4P. Now, opposite of time by 4 is?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. Are you guys copying all this down? Because at the moment, I know you copying now. Everybody else just talking, looking at the... If you haven't got it, have you copied it down? This is our worked model answers. So P is equal to 80 divided by 4. P is equal to 20. Don't forget, by the way, that's not the answer. Because they said, what is the cost of an iced one? Here's the cost of the iced one here. It's P plus 10. What is P? What is P? 20. What's 20 at 10?
30.
So the iced, the P is the cost of the plain one, which is 20p. But we want to work out the cost of an iced cake, which will be then what's the answer? 30?
P.
30p. Lovely. Let's choose a color black. Okay, 30p. Are we happy with that 30p where it came from?
Yes.
So this one here involves a little bit of algebra, forming equations, multiplying brackets, simplifying equations, rearranging equations. Nice little bit of algebra. Lovely bit of algebra. I love the algebra. Okay, alright. Okay, question number 16. Amy has some circular tiles and some rectangular ones. She makes these patterns with them. For each pattern, put a tick if it has a line of symmetry. Okay. Now, line symmetry. Okay, line symmetry means let's get a line. Is that line symmetry?
Yes.
Yes. Is that line symmetry?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many shapes do you have line symmetry then?
2.
2 shapes. Well done. So let's grab the pen. And it says tick them. This one and
This one.
this one. And this one, does it have line symmetry?
No.
Because you can't put a mirror in there and make it look the same. Because the circles are offset. Okay, are we happy with number 16 for the first part? Is that good? Are we happy with that? Let's move on. Question number 17. 3 different numbers add up to 40. The numbers are all even. Each number is less than 20. Write the 3 different numbers, what they could be. Okay, Mr. Carson, you got your hand up first. Give me your answer.
16 add 13 add 11.
Okay, you can't have 13. 13 is an odd number. You only have even numbers. Okay, so 16 add 14 add. What's the last number now? Because 16 add 40 will give you 30. Well, how much more do you need? 10. Are they all even? Yes.
Yeah.
Are they all less than 20? Yes. That's just one possible answer. Now give me another one. Go on.
10, 10, 20.
You got 10, 10, 20. No, you got to be less than 20. 20 is not less than 20. Yeah? Less than 20. You can't use 20. Good try, but that's not answer. Naya, what do you get? You did that one. Okay, let me give you a different solution now. Well, we could have 18 add 14 add 8. What else could we have? Any more solution? Anybody else could do anything different? We could have had 18 add 16 add 6.
That's opposite. Okay, that was just weird.
Okay, question number 18. Liam makes a sequence of numbers starting with 300. He subtracts 125 each time. So from here to here. Okay, so we minus 325 each time. And we got to fill in those 2 particular numbers. What's 50 minus 125? Oh, you can't do that. You get negative numbers. Yes, let's get negative numbers. What is 50 take away 125? Any solutions, please, folks? Naya, what do you get? If you do the calculation, for example, here, 50 minus 125, that will give us an answer of minus 75. Because 75 below plus 50 above gives you 125. What's minus 75 minus another 125? What's that give altogether? Just think of this. You owe me £75. Minus 75 means you owe me. And now you owe me another £125. How much do you owe me altogether? Think of it as money. Minus £125. Close. Put up that. If you owe me 75 and you owe me another £125, how much do you owe me altogether? Think. That's right. So the final answer will be minus 200. Beautiful answer. Lovely. Minus 200. Excellent. Okay, question number 19. Here's a grid of dots. Point A and point B are joined by a straight line. Draw a line to join point A to another dot on the grid so the two lines make a right angle. We should be able to do that quite easily, folks. Right, let's have a go. So we're going to start from here. And we're going to go to, for example, to there. Oops. Okay, are we happy with that? So it could be that one. Or if you choose a different color, I'll show you another possible answer. Or we could go down the bottom. Is that right?
Yes.
Which dot is that? That one there?
Yep.
Is it that one? That goes right there. Is it that one?
Yep, that's what I did. We can do this?
Okay, hang on one second. Let me just check. Is that the right one? Okay, is the top one right? I think the top one is slightly, that's not straight, is it? I think here. Oh, it's just the way the page looks. I think. Okay, I think the best way. Which dot is that? I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, up 2. So 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, no, it's supposed to be here. Okay, right. So pardon me, folks. The first line was incorrect, and that is the right one. So think about it as 1, 2, 3 across and 2 up. That's where the line should go to that point. And similarly here, that's right. It is right angle now. That's the right angle there. And similarly, we go down 1, 2, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3, and then down by 2. That's lovely. Absolutely bang on now.
I made a cute angle.
Oh, it was very, very cute. Okay, so here we go. So where's the right angle? The right angle looks like this.
It's 90 degrees.
Well, I can't do on this particular page. But that's what the answer should be. Okay, let's get up myself a pen. And the answer should be, let's give myself a green. So that's the point that we're looking at. And that point up to there. Anyway, you can either have the orange answer or the blue answer. Okay? But one, not both. Okay, lovely, happy? Okay, question number 20. Okay, circle the fraction that is greater than a half but less than 3/4. Okay, now if you think about this particular question, okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. A little bit more bigger. Okay, a little bit more bigger.
Oh, too big. You're too small. That's why it's too big.
Okay, here we go. Now, which was greater than a half but less than 3/4. Now, if you want to think about it as a percentage or a decimal multiplier, that is one way of looking at it. So, Mr. Qasim, half is the same as how much percent? 50%. And 3/4 is the same as?
75.
Now 7/8 is definitely very close to 100%, which is bigger than that. But it's going to be between those two. That's too big. 2/5, well, 1/5 is 20%. So 2/5 is?
40%.
So that one is actually too small. 1/3 is 100 divided by 3, which gives you 33.3%. You should know these values, and that's too small. Now 3/6. 3/6 is the same as saying a half. and a half is 50%. And the question was, it has to be greater than 50. So can 50 be greater than 50?
No.
So it's 5/8.
So the answer has to be
5/8.
5/8. Are we happy with that, folks? Are we happy?
The other one's confusing because it's 21.
Okay, I don't know what's happening there.
Let go, just place it.
I think about put pen.
Put it down.
Pen. Oh. Okay. Do we have an undo button?
No, I don't think so. You're gonna have to use a rubber.
Just leave it like that.
Or just press delete.
That's undo.
Done. Okay, beautiful. Now we've done it. That's the answer. Now, question number 21. Let's go down a bit. Okay. The perimeter of this rectangle is 50 centimeters. Now, Nayab, when they say perimeter, what are they talking about, Nayab? Perimeter means what? What does it mean to you? It means the length all around the shape. Yeah. So, for example, this is 7. So this will be, okay, 7 at 7 so far will give us what?
14.
So far we got 14. And what should it be altogether? What should be altogether? 50. So now let's do 50 minus 14 first of all to work out what the other side should be. 50 minus 14 will give us
46.
36. Because 10 at 30 is 40, 4, 6 is 10. Yeah, happy with that? Okay. You go to that. So 36. So this length here and this length together, the two lengths must give us a total of 36. So they both must add up to 36, the missing values. Now what do we do now? How do we now go, Mr. Carson, give us a solution?
Divide 36 by 2.
What, that's a good idea, but why do you do that? Because opposite doubling is halving. So L is equal to 36 divided by 2, which is equal to, what's the answer? 18. Let's move up a little bit. Lovely. Here's question number 22. Question number 22. A shop sells books, CDs, and DVDs. Okay. Right, give me one moment, please. Right. The pie chart shows the sales of each in 1 week. Estimate the fraction of the total sales that were DVDs. Now, question 22. Now, if you look at the fraction, what size do we think that fraction is? Okay. So we can have an answer. We said 2/3 for DVDs. Are you okay? Let's choose this.
Who after talking about?
DVDs is here.
Oh.
That one and that one. So what we're thinking about here, Nayab, is this part here. How much of the whole circle is that? What fraction of the circle is that? Now, if you thought about that, that's going to be from red line to that's quarters, isn't it?
Yeah.
From that to that be quarters. That's less than a quarter. So what could we have with this less than a quarter? What kind of fraction could we think about? Which is less than a quarter, but more than an eighth. Should we go for 2/8 as well? 1/8, yeah. It will be half of that. So any fraction which is bigger than
1/8.
Okay, so we need a fraction bigger than a 1/8,
Oh, 5/8.
and it's going to be less than 2/8.
Oh.
Okay, what's 1/8 worth in terms of 16ths? It's worth 2/16. So let's go for 3/16. That'll do.
Okay, now.
Yeah. So it's a bit more than that.
I do it.
So any fraction, okay, which has a decimal equivalent of 0.13 to 0.2. Okay. So that's our range of answers for the mark scheme. So you can have 13 over 100 all the way up to 1/5. So you can, okay, happy? Next. in this way, 200 CDs were sold. Now CDs, if you look at CDs is nearly quarters now. Yeah.
Books got the most.
What's that?
Books got
Okay.
the most.
Right. This is a technique I used before previously. Let's get a line. And I got a purple. So CDs takes how much space?
Quarter.
Let's just think about that part there. It takes that space, doesn't it? Yeah? Now, we've got to see how many of those can we fit in through that here. So now CDs, that's worth 200, isn't it? So let me see how many more can I make of that size. How about that? Is there another one CDs here? Yeah, and then another one here.
600.
So that's going to be 200, isn't it? Okay, that's slightly big there. Let's bring that a bit there. Okay, that one is okay. Bring that down a bit. Okay, make it a bit smaller, bit. Okay, another one here. And then another one here. Little bit.
Oh, CDs.
So we got here, yeah. So that's talking about the amount of space taken on the chart. So if we look at that now as a just rough estimation, so that's going to be what?
200.
That's going to be worth about 200. That's going to be worth that space there, going to be worth another 200. And that's going to be another 200. So we've already got 600. And it would say about another 100 more. Because it's not full one. Yeah, about another 100 more.
Oh, yeah, that is it.
So 200 at 200, 200, 100 gives you 600, 100 is 900. 700. So we estimate about 700 books. Now the mark scheme will allow you any answer between 500 and 800. So if you guys got any answer to that number, the answer is correct. So that's what the mark scheme will allow you.
What about 510?
That's fine.
What about 500?
500 is fine. Okay, write the missing number to make this calculation correct. Mr. Carson, let's go for it. Opposite time by 11 is?
Divide
by 11.
Okay, how many? So if you have if you do the bus stop technique,
What's that?
how many 11s in 1 is? 0 remainder? 1. How many 11s in 11 is? 1. How many 11s in 1 is? Nothing, remainder 1. How many 11s in the other 11 is?
1.
So the final answer for that one is? 101. Lovely. Job done. Here's a quadrilateral on the square grid. The quadrilateral is translated to point B. So they move the whole thing up to point B. Draw it in its new position. So give me a moment, folks, while I have a go at that. Okay. Which one?
Yeah.
Oh. Answer. Stubborn. So from here, we go to. So 1 across and 2 up. Okay, sorry, 1 across and 3 up. Have you done that? That point there is 1 and 3 up. Then from there, we need to go to 2 across and 1 up. Okay, and then from there we're going to go from here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 up. Oops. Okay, you get the idea. I can't actually join myself together because it keeps grabbing at the lines. So sorry for the disconnected lines there. Yeah, so it's that. Look at that shape like that. Yeah. Lovely. Next.
Two questions left.
Okay, here we go. Sarah had a bag of cherries. Look how lucky Sarah is. She had a bag of cherries. Look at that. Lucky girl. Says she ate 5 of them and then gave half what she had left to Liam. Liam ate 5 of his cherries. Then gave half what he had left to Amy. Amy got 2 cherries. How many cherries did Sarah have in her bag at the start?
11.
Ooh.
11.
Okay, now the correct answer for that is 23, but we're going to go through the working out for that now. Okay, now, should we work the question in reverse? Would that be easier?
Why not?
Should we try that? Now, how much did Amy get? Amy got how much? 2, isn't it? So, here we go. And this is, in the beginning, Sarah. Here's Sarah. So, Sarah ate 5. So, how many sweets did we say were in the packet?
Packet.
Call it X.
X.
X is to represent the number of sweets. Because we don't know how many there are. So Sarah, she eats 5 cherries. So it starts off with X, then she eats 5. So it's X minus 5. And she goes there, she ate 5 cherries, then gave half of what she had left to Liam. So she had 5, and this was left, isn't it? And she gave half of that to him. Divide by 2. She gave half of them to him. Yeah? Okay. Liam ate 5 cherries. So this original value divided by 2. He ate from that 5. And then he gave half what he had left to Amy. And Amy had 2. Can you see the little equation here? Yeah, we've got to solve that now. So let's write that down. Don't worry, it looks a bit more hairy than it actually is. Okay. Mary had a dairy.
Minus 5.
I'm just copying this part up here. That equals? What does it equal then?
5.
2. Because 2 at the end. Okay, are we happy with that?
Yeah.
Now we need to start reversing the procedure now. Reversing this formula. So opposite of divide by 2 is?
Times by 2.
So 2 times by 2 is?
4. Let's put 4.
Okay, the next one. Opposite of minus 5 is?
Add by 5.
So 4 and 5 is?
9.
Okay, lovely. And then what do we have next? The opposite of divide by 2 is?
Times by 2.
Lovely. You see, you get the idea there. You're understanding it now, Mr. Kamala. Mr. Kamala. Okay, so we have opposite of divide by 2 is?
Times by 2.
Times by 2. So I'm going to carry it up here now. So I don't know space. X minus 5 is equal to?
This is confusing me.
Okay, don't worry. We'll go through a bit.
How much is X?
So opposite of minus 5 is?
Add by 5.
Add by 5. So X is equal to?
Right. 23?
23.
Yeah. Last question.
Okay, so don't forget here, what we've done here, we started here on the bottom of the idea.
Is the answer 23?
Yeah, that's the answer. And then from here, we went to over here, started solving it. And then from here, we went up there. Okay.
Cut it was
Is that the last question?
Yeah. Cut it was
Okay, now we'll do this one first. Don't cancel there. Let's show you this one. He said, if you know 40% of a number, explain how you would work out the original number. So, say for example, this is the original number. The original number is worth what? How much percent?
100.
Okay. How much do we know? We know 40% of the number. Just call it X. How do you get from 40 back to 100?
60.
Whoa, calm down. Now, if I want to get from 40 to 100, what we could do, let's change color again.
60.
So 40, if I double 40, what do I get?
80.
We get 80. Okay, now, let's, hang on 1 second. Let's just, okay, okay. Let's do something slightly different. Let's not do that one. Okay, give me one moment, folks. On different idea, better idea. If you know what 40% is, do you know how to work out 20%?
Yeah.
How do you get from 40 to 20?
Take my 20.
You divide it by 2.
Oh.
Because don't forget, my goal is to get to 100. Now 40 doesn't go into 100 exactly. So I'm trying to find a way to get to 100. Now, I know how to get to 20%. If I know 20%, can I get to then 100% from 20?
Yeah, add 80.
You mean time by 5? Thank you. We're doing ratio here, so we're not doing like adding and taking away. So dividing and timesing. So what we do on the right hand side, we have to do on the...
Left side.
Okay, lovely. So we're going to first of all divide by 2 and then
Times by 2.
time by 5. Okay. So it goes explain how you would work out the original number. Okay. So we would
get
okay, if you know 40% of a number, so we would get the 40% value. Okay, 40% value divided by 2 and then time by 5. And that's basically explaining what we just done over here mathematically. Okay, folks, are we happy that we don't want the question by the Carson? Everything done. Okay, folks, you guys deserve a nice break now. I'm going to stop the video there. Thank you for joining us on this. Okay.